Well, viewers, now with the counting day just a day away, excitement and anticipation are at an all-time high. The India bloc is poised to do well, of course, in its traditional strongholds in southern India, but the exit polls really tell an interesting tale. The National Democratic Alliance, or the NDA, is expected to break through. This is in states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu, where it has no historical presence, viewers, and they are also expected to do fairly well in Karnataka. Last time's numbers, of course, were very good for them. The BJP has been aggressively, of course, trying to find its foothold in Tamil Nadu in particular. The Prime Minister, the Union Home Minister have been, campaigning multiple times there. Now, they've made about 9 to 10 visits. This is the Prime Minister alone, and this is this year. Despite its split from its former ally, the AIDMK, last year, the BJP is poised to see a significant increase in both electoral seats and voter support in the region. Moving on to Karnataka, of course, which has always been the key to BJP's electoral strategy when it comes to southern India, the party is expected to lose some of their seats compared to 2019, which was a thumping win for them. But still, the exit polls say that they are good to do over 20. Now, we should note here, this is also the Congress's poll promises and a big win in the assembly elections, and all these factors that the BJP will be able to negate if you go by the exit poll numbers. The biggest surprise really coming in from the exit polls is perhaps Kerala, where the numbers are looking somewhere in favor of the BJP doing very well in terms of the vote share. In terms of the seat share, they may win anywhere between 1 to 3 is the hint that most of the exit polls are dropping. BJP had never won Lok Sabha seat in the past, is making significant inroads here. Now in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, anti-incumbency looks to be playing a major factor here. The TDP, JSP, BJP alliance set to gain massively over the YSRCP, which had won 22 out of the 25 seats. This is in 2019, viewers. And this will be a drastic drop for the YSRCP if that happens. Now, meanwhile, in Telangana, BRS's loss is turning out to be the gain for BJP. This is, again, as per the exit polls. After the 2023 loss for the BRS, the Lok Sabha battle has evolved into the fierce contest. This is primarily between now the Congress and the BJP. The BRS will play third fiddle. They were leading, viewers, last time. And how much truth do the exit polls really hold is the question. Have BJP's fortunes down south truly changed, or is India bloc right when they say that the exit polls will be remembered for being way off the mark? So let's try and decipher this today over the course of the next 1 hour. Vijay Prasad, spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Satya Prakash, spokesperson of the Congress. Dr. Syed Hafiz, spokesperson DMK. Maya Sharma, senior journalist. And also K.A. Shaji, senior journalist from Kerala, also joining us today on the broadcast. So let me take this across first to Satya Prakash of the Congress party. Mr. Satya Prakash, interesting the Congress's stand this time to say, well, we are not going to comment too much about the exit polls. We are looking confident that numbers will be different on, counting day. But when you look at some of the numbers that have come in, be it Telangana, be it Karnataka, be it Kerala, be it Tamil Nadu, many of them really raised questions as to where will the BJP really gain, and southern India will really reject them. The numbers that are coming in as far as the exit polls really speak otherwise. Your comment less than 24 hours before counting happens, Mr. Satya Prakash.
Yeah, Bopana, am I audible? Am I audible?
Very clear. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Mr. Satya Prakash, we can hear you very clearly. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Bopana, see, we need to treat exit polls as exit polls being done by few agencies. Normally, what happens is the exit poll numbers when compared to opinion polls is very, very less. The second point is today what has happened with the BJP and its NDA partners is it is getting too excited with the exit polls. Exit polls, you need not get excited in one day. Tomorrow we are going to get the results. Another thing is in 2019 also, in whole of South, which constitutes to nearly 129 to 130 seats, BJP got just around 27 to 29 seats, out of which maximum it gained was in Karnataka and it got 1 or 2 seats in Telangana. Now, there are so many aberrations in Karnataka alone. If you look at most of the, I think Axis gave 7% vote share to JDS. JDS is fighting in just 3 seats. If you extrapolate that 7% to those 3 seats, JDS has to get 66% votes in those 3 seats to get 7% of the total vote of Karnataka. Here is the catch. Here is where I'm smelling some rat. That these guys, the exit polls have played into the hands of bookies, have played into the hands of bettors, have played into the hands of, stock markets. Today, if you see the stock market has a gap up on the Nifty somewhere at around 600 to 800 points. On the BSE, it is up 2,000 points. The gap up was somewhere around 1,600 to 1,800. So this is exactly a betting mafia and the media trying to please its masters. A guy who is drowning, he tries to catch something to stay afloat. So BJP and NDA partners are doing a last-ditch
Mr.
effort.
Satya Prakash, let's analyze it state by state. It's it's one thing to say it once or twice. Keep saying, well, the exit polls are wrong, but when the exit polls predict a Congress win, to praise that particular exit poll. Now, that is a hypocritic strategy, Mr. Satya Prakash, and I've seen the Congress do it multiple times. I think it's time to somewhere look at it. Well, the exit polls, whatever they predict, it makes no difference at the end of the day because the results, of course, come out in a day or two, and that's going to happen. But these are various studies performed in different ways. How you perceive it is different. So before the counting day, let's try and analyze and break up how these details really emerge. To say, well, it is to please certain political parties, to please corporates. Well, you can say the same thing when exit polls are predicting the Congress winning. And it's happened multiple times, isn't it?
See, these exit polls have given 3 to 4 seats in Tamil Nadu. They have given 27% vote share in Kerala. Can you imagine? 27% vote share in Kerala. So there are some anomalies is all I'm saying. Everyone has a right to do the exit poll. I am not telling, exit polls are wrong. They might be right also. But I am telling my point of view and my part.
Now, the survival of many of these agencies, Mr. Satya Prakash, the survival of most of these agencies and most importantly, of course, for, credibility of these agencies, they don't deliberately trying to put out, wrong numbers. Because eventually, if a agency is putting out, back-to-back wrong numbers, nobody's going back to them and going to reflect their point of view and on any of the exit poll numbers. So their efforts, of course, will be towards bringing in accurate data too. Just because it's not something that makes one particular party happy, Mr. Prakash, doesn't mean you can completely rubbish all these agencies who are working on the ground. It could be completely different because at the end of the day, this is a survey that's done on the ground. Many people may not, of course, put out their real opinion when these surveyors go out there, and they have mathematical calculations as well. But let's go state by state. If you go by, now you raised 2 questions. You raised questions about Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Tell me, where do you see the fault, and give us a little bit of analysis what you've done. Because you brought in a very interesting analogy of the JDS, vote percentage that exit polls have given and how much they actually have to do to win the 3 seats. I mean, that was an interesting perspective you brought. So now you're raising questions that probably Kerala is not a state that they'll do so well. The exit polls are giving them those numbers. So what's your analysis?
You look at Telangana. In Telangana, they are saying BRS is going to lose vote share. BRS, most of them is a secular vote bank. That secular vote bank, if at all it moves, it should move to Congress. And if you look in the run-up to the elections, most of the BRS leaders, which party have they joined? Have they joined the BJP or they have joined the Congress? Most of the BRS second-level leaders, second-rank leaders have joined the Congress. So if at all BRS is going to lose some vote share and is going to go down in Telangana, I'm sure that those votes will come to Congress, not to BJP. Few votes might go to BJP.
So BRS votes would have split equally, and it seems like the BRS is the one that's losing, where the BJP is eating a little bit of the BRS vote share. The Congress is eating a bit of the BRS vote share. At the end of the day, it's the BRS there that stands to lose. And that similar thing seems to be happening if you go by the exit polls as far as even the AIDMK in Tamil Nadu is concerned. Okay, I'll bring in Dr. Hafiz as well here. Dr. Hafiz, how are you viewing Tamil Nadu in particular, and then your comment on the other states as well?
See, we know we are winning. We have been saying even before the poll started, because considering the structure of the party, considering the quality of our leadership and its consistent performance over last three years, as soon as we have come into the government, the social welfare measures. So we always believe that there are two factors to it. One, the delivery of the promises of the DMK government over 3 years, the trust the people have in our party leadership is one thing, and two, why the people will not vote to anybody other than DMK is the fact that this is a party which is stood for the Tamil cause. Wherever there was a threat to state autonomy from the BJP using governor to run parallel politics, to many issues which compromise the aspiration of the state population. So DMK has stood. So there's no way in the ground that the BJP is going to gain whatever exit polls are predicting. So our victory is for sure, and we don't go with what exit polls is saying. In Tamil Nadu particularly, I like to point out one simple thing. See, one poll agency gives 26 seats to DMK. And there is another poll agency which gives 37 seats to DMK. Look at the variation. There is 11 seats variation that comes around 30% variation from one poll agency to the another poll agency. So in this method, I feel there is contradictory opinion between different poll agencies. So the rationale, because I'm not a cephalogist to go into the details, but I can see that there is a difference. One poll agency giving 26 and another poll agency giving 37. So every poll agency is going to come out and convince, saying they had a rational method to approach and to come to this conclusion. So there is some flaw I see in the exit poll system. Though it is favoring us, we cannot just go by it just because exit polls are saying. So
That's
Tamil Nadu,
precisely,
that is the
Dr.
situation.
Hafiz.
And
What
I
I
think
was
giving
saying is
something
each
to
agency employs different means of trying to get to these numbers. And some of them get it right, some of them don't. And that's where the credibility of these agencies really come in as to how many times they get it right. Now, the question here is most of the agencies have got one thing, clear. And we've all been speaking about this, that the NDA is going to do well in terms of their vote share jump. But the question is that the DMK has always maintained, the AIDMK has always maintained that the BJP's vote share may go up. But, you're not going to have a situation where, the BJP in terms of seat share will go up. But that too is being predicted, Dr. Hafiz.
No, that is why I'm saying you that there are bias. There is a 30% bias between two agencies. So you put the 30% bias on the ground against the BJP. Where is BJP there? See, I have been touring around the state during the election. There was no BJP in the ground at all. Many candidates did not have poll agents also, and they were forcing candidates to contest in elections. See, they in Tamil Nadu, they are eyeing at 3 seats, which I think is practically not going to win, depending upon the popularity that independent candidates have who have joined the non-BJP, joined as a non-BJP party in the alliance. From ex-chief minister to TTV Dinagaran, who was once a very close confidant of Jayalalitha, and Andumani's wife, who is a PMK. So BJP is nowhere there. Understand, whatever this 3 or whatever vote percentage they are saying is a proven vote bank of the parties who have been existing in Tamil Nadu, have joined the NDA alliance. So that is the fact. BJP has not grown. BJP is not, if you compare, take these two people and these two alliances out of the BJP alliance, you see how much of the BJP candidates individually getting the votes in their constituencies. That will show if the BJP has grown or not. I don't understand from where this notion has come that BJP is making inroads, BJP is getting seats. The PMK has contested in 10 MP constituencies. This is a proven vote bank of 6 to 7%. PMK is there in their alliance. So naturally, 6% to 7% of the vote will go to the NDA. And then the BJP already has a proven vote percentage of 3. And they have so many ex-chief minister contesting, ex-parliamentarians contesting from other parties who have a local cloud. And that they're not contesting on the BJP ticket. They are contesting on their own ticket. So naturally, whatever the local votes that the individual leaders outside the BJP party or part of the NDA alliance are going to bring in votes. So I don't see something great.
But Dr. Hafiz, tell me one thing.
Also, I don't understand from where they're going to get.
From the reports that you have got, from the surveys that you've internally conducted, do you feel whether the BJP will win any seats in Tamil Nadu or not, in Kerala or not? Do you feel that there's sizable increase that you're seeing, in terms of their, vote share, is this coming in from your primary opposition there, say the AIDMK or the UDF in Kerala?
Absolutely no.
It's already, we are looking at
Absolutely.
something like that from the BRS.
No, absolutely. I don't see any growth or the BJP taking votes away from the ADMK. So on ground, the battle was between the DMK and ADMK, and DMK had a clear edge. So we are coming at one in major constituency. Is in fact 39. We are coming at first, and between ADMK and the BJP will come at number 2 and 3 to 4, and rest the number 2 position will be retained by the ADMK. And the 3 to 4 is nothing to do with the BJP. It has to do with the non-BJP NDA partners who already have an established vote bank, who are local leaders from ex-chief minister to the wife of the founder to a right-hand man of Jayalalitha. So this is where they are going to take over ADMK. In fact, some are the faction of the ADMK there. So I don't think anywhere BJP is going to come, even number 2. BJP, who are contesting on a BJP ticket, number 2 are also impossible in Tamil Nadu.
Okay. A couple of things, of course, for Mr. Vijay Prasad to answer and respond to. Maya and Mr. Shaji as well have been patiently waiting. So, Mr. Prasad, I'll come to you because I want to first get political perspectives. Then we'll delve into state-by-state analysis with our 2 senior journalists as well. Mr. Prasad, they're saying firstly that these numbers are concocted. They are favoring, the BJP. More importantly, they're saying there's no chance for the BJP to, perform this way in Kerala and Tamil Nadu in particular. They're saying that the BJP, from the BRS, the shift of vote should be naturally to the Congress and not to the BJP. So if you could tell us as far as these 3 states are concerned.
See, thanks, Deepak. If you carefully read what the Congress spokesperson was saying, looks like Congress has played into the same bookies better during the Karnataka 2023 election process. Okay, the Congress accepted the same exit polls during the Karnataka election. The exit poll said Congress will get 132 or 135 seats. They accepted it. They were thumping. Okay, and now when the same exit polls comes during the 2024 general election, they are saying it is rigged. The exit polls are wrong. They don't have any base to come at this numbers because Congress is losing very badly in all the states. They have shifted the goalpost from the previous election to now. So it is a known U-turn of the Congress. And one more thing, Deepak, day before the exit polls even came, the Congress started saying, we don't believe in exit polls, we don't come for the debate. Suddenly, on the same evening when the exit poll came, Congress did a big U-turn and started appearing on the debate. How did they come to for all these debates? Suddenly, did they?
Whether they decided not to come or come, that's a story of yesterday and day before. Let's not delve into that. Let's talk about the charges that they're making. Let's go into each of these states, Mr. Prasad. No personal attacks, and let's not go into this debate.
Okay. Now, if you look into the exit polls numbers, let's keep it aside for the time being. Now, this is the mood of the nation. The exit polls is showing the mood of the nation. The mood of the nation is the 10-year work, what BJP has done and what the Modi government has done between 2014 and 2024. There are n number of achievements that we have done in run-up to this 2024 elections. See, in 2024 elections. So there are many instances where I can quote because of the paucity of the time. Let me not go into the details of those things. But when we went to the 2024 election, the people have resonated with
what changes for you in Kerala and Tamil Nadu for you to do the numbers that the exit polls are giving you, Mr. Prasad?
Now let me come to the Tamil Nadu. So when Annamalai started the Yen Man Yen Makkal program, the first day when he started the campaign, in Makkad. The same DMK said, the people have come to watch the fun. The second day, that same DMK started, okay, people don't have any work, so they have come to watch Annamalai, what he's doing. So when Annamalai completed the entire journey of the campaign, the DMK was bit worried because the amount of acceptance the BJP got when Annamalai visited each nook and corner of the districts and nook and corner of the street, the BJP is the DMK is bit worried because we are damn sure, we are so confident that the voting the vote share is going to be around 5 to 6 times. Deepak, keep it in mind. That is the reason why. DMK is bit worried today. Because after DMK, it will be the biggest party will be BJP. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind, my dear DMK spokesperson. BJP will be the biggest party, biggest gainer. The loser will be DMK. When it comes to Telangana,
okay, what about Kerala?
When it comes to Telangana and Andhra, okay. Now, so whatever has happened, see, we have seen how YSRP have done, how BSR has done, and now recently elected the Congress government is doing it. The corruption is in the veins of the congressmen and the YSRP. And today, even these states which were deceived of the development in the last 10 years, they have joined hands with the BJP, and the people will go with the BJP and making sure that the BJP is going to be a major gainer here. And whatever the exit poll numbers that you're seeing and you're showing on the screen, that shows the mood of the nation, Deepak. And we have to see, it is up to them whether you accept it or not. But as a party,
Okay, so the BJP
party,
says this is the mood of the nation. You have to go by the exit polls. The Congress cannot say that they, cannot believe them. Okay, got a good political perspective, I think, from our three panelists here. Let's also bring in Maya Sharma and K.A. Shaji. First to you, Maya Sharma. Karnataka, everyone this time thought the guarantees would really help the Congress do much better than last time around. If you go by the exit polls, the Congress is hardly gaining about 4 to 5. Many of them were expecting them to do at least 8 to 12 in Karnataka, that we don't see. The same guarantees that helped them in Telangana again doesn't seem to be making a big difference. There, it's the BRS votes that seem to be splitting for the BJP and the Congress, Maya. So it's not like the Congress is able to really run away with the BRS's seats. Then I would like to ask you to comment on, the numbers and the kind of, numbers that we are seeing for Kerala in particular in terms of the vote share, and also some of them predicting a few gains in number of seats in Tamil Nadu and Kerala too.
Well, of course, if you look at Karnataka, we did, of course, expect the BJP not to get the same 25 seats, that same magnificent performance they had in 2019. It was generally expected to drop. And I must also say that exit polls are really such a sign of human impatience. We will know for sure tomorrow this time what the results are. But exit polls, it's a sign that human beings cannot wait to know, or to at least get an idea what's going to happen. So in Karnataka, if indeed the BJP does almost as well as it did last time, getting 25 out of 28 seats, well, that I think is also, Karnataka does have this tradition of voting differently in assembly elections and in Lok Sabha elections. That is really one of the aspects of Karnataka voters. They do seem to see things differently. Over the decades, there have been many times when there's been a different government in the state from the one that is ruling the country at the center. We've not often had that double engine government, which the BJP talks about. So it is a historical thing that Karnataka does vote differently in assembly and in the Lok Sabha. The Congress, though, having had that success, that huge success in the assembly elections just about a year ago, would certainly have hoped that that would carry on, that pro-Congress mood would carry on to the Lok Sabha and at least make a dent in that number of 25 seats. And the Congress has been talking very confidently of having at least double figures in Karnataka. The BJP, I mean, in the exit polls is shown to do even better, to be maybe even matching its 2019 performance. So that would be very interesting. The other interesting takeaway is progress in a place like Kerala, which many people feel is unlikely for the BJP to really make any kind of impact there. Will they make an entry in Tamil Nadu? That's also something to watch. Telangana, again, people thinking maybe it's a little optimistic to think of the progress that the exit polls say they will be making. In Andhra Pradesh, well, of course, that will be good news for Chandrababu Naidu. But it was easy shorthand for us ahead of the elections to say South is a place where the BJP is not welcome, with the exception of Karnataka, of course. So it would be fascinating to see if these exit polls are actually valid. And if they have been able to do better in places in the South, which traditionally were not really pro-BJP at all. Any progress would be progress for this party.
Okay, Maya, when you look at these numbers, whether you completely look at them as, tilting towards the saffron side or not, do you see any of these states, either Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra or Telangana, do you see through any of them as probably realistic or a reflection of the results to come? Or anything that you see at least close?
I think that we can't rule out, I mean, exit polls are sometimes wrong, but they're usually right. They're usually on the right track. They may not have the numbers right, but they certainly often have the trends right. If the BJP is doing better according to the exit polls in many states, it's likely that they are doing better. It's likely to reflect the reality on the ground. Whether they in fact do as well as the exit poll says, well, that of course is still open to question. But if the indications, if the exit polls have been done well, the indications are that they are doing better in the South than it had been thought that they would do, then that is very likely to be the case. I think that would likely to be the case. The exit polls will show the trend, will show the direction, even if not, of course, the exact numbers.
Okay, Mr. Shahji, Kerala, of course, is something that we have really spoken of in the past, where you've been in multiple discussions here where we've spoken about the odds of the BJP doing well in terms of vote share. But here it looks like some of the seats as well could be going their way if you go by the exit polls. Do you see that as a reflection of the results as well?
I don't really see the BJP making much headway in Kerala. I don't think that state has been receptive to the BJP's ideology, to the BJP's campaigning. I do not feel it will do as well in Kerala when it comes to the exit polls. I think it may be a little optimistic for the BJP to take it at face value and to hope to do as well as the exit polls say. Tomorrow, if I'm wrong, well, don't quote me on this, but I do feel that Kerala may be a little optimistic in terms of what the exit polls say for the BJP at this stage.
Deepak.
Okay, Maya, that was actually for Shahji, but nonetheless, good to have your perspective too. Mr. Shahji?
Yeah. The thing is that I am not challenging the authority of opinion polls or exit polls. And also, I am not against the BJP's right to celebrate these exit polls as the nation's mood on the eve of the election results. But the one thing is clear, while looking into the situation in Kerala, yesterday we went to many of these opinion polls, exit polls, and we found some of these channels or some of these agencies are simply saying the electoral vote number, the percentage between BJP and the ruling LDF in Kerala is just 2%. That is very difficult to digest. That is very difficult to believe. For example, I would say the constituency of Pathanamthitta, in which most of the exit polls are confirming the Congress candidate Andu Anani will win. He is a sitting MP. But the next rival, most of these agencies are saying the rival is Anil Antony, the BJP candidate, who is also the son of the Congress Working Committee member, A.K. Antony. But the thing, and they are pushing one of the senior most leaders of the CPM, the former finance minister of Kerala, and one of the knowledgeable politicians in Kerala, a non-single politician of Kerala, Dr. T.M. Isaac, they are pushing him to the third position. And it is quite illogical. Yesterday, I was taking part in a similar kind of discussion in a Malayalam channel. I saw the LDF and UDF representatives together finding a common cause, and they are saying, whatever be the politics, whatever be the differences, a person like Thomas Isaac would not go to the place of third if there is a authentic kind of survey happened in the case of Pathanamthitta. And in the case of the BJP, these opinion polls are saying they will get Thrissur, and some other people are saying they will get Thiruvananthapuram as well. But in the Kerala-based Malayalam Manorama, they commissioned one survey and they say there would be a clear edge for Tharoor in Thiruvananthapuram, though his percentage would decrease. But I will tell you one thing. If BJP has a sure seat in Kerala, there is a promising seat in Kerala, that might be or that may be Thiruvananthapuram, because in the last election, it came second in Thiruvananthapuram. It was a tough contest. Even before, Thiruvananthapuram has several sizable, influential pockets of BJP. But in the case of Thrissur, there was no presence of BJP in any part of Thrissur. And in the last Lok Sabha elections, they were far behind and they were in a third distant position. But in this election, these opinion polls, these people, the exit poll people are saying, the Suresh Gopi, the BJP candidate, will emerge as the front runner. I am finding it very difficult to digest, because there is no wave of Modi across Kerala. There is no Modi wave. And there are many other issues Kerala has discussed, especially in the case of right of freedom, the right to safeguard democracy, the right to protect pluralism. And so the fight in Kerala was largely between the LDF and UDF. And we have to wait for one more day, and the reality will reach us. I think similar kind of manipulation has taken place in the case of the projected results from other states as well. In the case of Tamil Nadu and even in Andhra, there are many discrepancies, many kind of irrational.
Okay, Mr. Shaji, one quick question to add to some of the aspects that you're mentioning. Let's consider that exit polls are somewhere close to the reflection of the results. If they are, if the BJP is in fact gaining either vote share or in the number of seats, from, of course, starting zero. But if they are doing this, which is the party there or which is the alliance that is losing? And where is the BJP gaining from?
But the thing is that the only party that is happy with the projections of the exit polls, that is BJP. Everybody else, whoever be on the other side, they are totally unhappy.
Okay.
Many independent
people. Yes, we did get that, of course. Mr. Shaji, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to ask is, if it is a reflection, if the BJP is indeed gaining in Kerala, where are they gaining from? Are they gaining from the UDF or the LDF?
There are contradictory reports. If BJP is gaining, they may be getting a portion of votes from the LDF and also from the UDF. And without that, because as per the projections in the exit polls, they are gaining votes from the LDF. But I don't believe. In Kerala, still, the main contenders are the LDF and UDF. The fight is between LDF and UDF and not between BJP and the LDF or not between BJP and UDF.
See,
okay. Well, we've got very interesting perspectives, of course. Mr. Satyaprakash, you quickly want to make a comment, I believe.
Yeah, I want to make a comment. See, in 2019, there was a Modi wave. In 2024, no such wave is visible. There is, in fact, an undercurrent. And we're not sure which way that undercurrent is. And we don't know the magnitude of that undercurrent. If that undercurrent magnitude is huge, there will be a huge swing towards, Congress and India alliance. If it is okay, we might not gain so many seats. We need to understand what my friend said, the code of the nation.
We don't have to wait too long, do we now, Mr. Satyaprakash? We don't have to wait too long. We've, of course, discussed the exit polls over the last couple of days. Like Mr. Shaji was pointing out, many of the opposition parties not too happy. But is it, a sign of things to come? Is the Modi wave still prevalent and is it still going strong in the country is a question. And these answers, of course, will be right here on Mirror Now. Our coverage starts from 6 a.m. tomorrow, where we'll be, of course, bringing you, all the analysis and the breakdown of each and every seat across the country. Our reporters will be on the ground bringing you the top voices. For now, I'm thanking all our panelists for bringing us, your point of view on the exit polls and how it could fare. And most of you, of course, will be with us tomorrow as well as we try to decipher the results only here on Mirror.